you realize your best friend was a psycho? My best friend since childhood is legally banned from coming within 500 feet of me because she tried to give me her eczema by contaminating everything I owned with her skin cells. And when that didn't work, she attempted to perform a skin transplant with a potato peeler. Dia and I had been inseparable since we were 7, when she moved next door covered in eczema patches and declared we'd be best friends forever. She then proceeded to scratch her arm until it bled and pressed it against mine until our blood mixed. You see, she came from one of those freakishly traditional families where skin conditions were treated like sacred bonds. Her mother and aunts all had various autoimmune disorders and would gather monthly to apply their homemade treatments together, sharing their prescription creams like communion wine. Her grandmother kept jars of their collective shed skin, claiming it had healing properties when mixed into lotions. Growing up, Dia practiced skincare rituals on me constantly, making me sit through hours of her applying creams and documenting every mark on my body. If I refused, she'd cry that I was rejecting our dermal destiny. She kept photo albums of our skin, comparing moles and marks, and made me sign contracts in glitter pen promising we'd transform together when the time came. When Dia's eczema worsened at 22, she cornered me in her apartment and handed me a jar of yellowish cream. She said she'd been mixing her prescription steroids with her own skin cells for months, creating a synchronization salve. She insisted I needed to apply it daily so my skin could learn her condition, because true friends share everything, especially suffering. I refused, and she broke down sobbing, saying our souls couldn't truly connect unless our skin matched. The next week, she revealed the spare room she'd converted into a treatment chamber, 2 medical chairs, UV lamps, humidifiers, and a refrigerator full of labeled jars containing her various skin samples dating back years. I tried to avoid her during flare-ups, but Dia was relentless. She switched my body wash with her medicated ones, hid allergen patches in my car, and demanded I use her prescription creams preventatively. She downloaded apps to track my skin's moisture levels and would show up with testing strips, insisting on checking my pH balance. She started stealing my pillowcases to check for skin cells and broke into my bathroom to replace all my products with her prescribed treatments. My boyfriend found her in our bedroom, photographing my back to document my progression. When he tried to kick her out, she screamed that he was preventing my metamorphosis by keeping me away from her treatments. She'd filled my closet with medical gowns labeled "For when we heal together." I still thought she'd eventually stop until she showed up at my birthday dinner glowing. I complimented her clear skin, but she laughed and said, "This isn't just my victory, it's ours." Then she revealed what she'd been doing for the past 6 months. "I've been adding my skin cells to everything you touch," she said. "Your lotions, your makeup, even your laundry detergent. Soon your immune system will recognize my condition as its own." She pulled out a folder documenting everything. Photos of her breaking into my apartment, receipts for the duplicate keys she'd made, logs of every contamination. I ran to my car while she chased me screaming, "You can't run from your true skin. It's already changing." I got tested immediately and discovered I'd developed minor allergic reactions from constant exposure to her medications and skin cells. But when I didn't develop eczema, Dia lost her mind completely. She started showing up at my work, scratching herself until she bled, telling customers I had the same condition but was hiding it with expensive treatments. She created fake medical records showing I had severe eczema and sent them to my insurance, trying to get me approved for disability benefits. She called my employer claiming I was contagious and shouldn't be allowed to work with others. She posted photos of me online, circling normal skin variations and asking support groups to diagnose what I'm concealing. Then she started getting desperate. She befriended a dermatology nurse and stole prescription pads, trying to fill medications in my name. She mailed my parents pamphlets about supporting children with chronic skin conditions. She even contacted my ex-boyfriends, asking if they'd noticed any skin abnormalities during our relationships. Everything came crashing down when she ambushed me in a parking garage with what she called her emergency transformation kit. She had medical tools, jars of her skin samples, prescription creams, and industrial strength allergens. She managed to smear some compound on my arm before I could react, screaming, "If you won't transform naturally, I'll help you." During the trial, police found her freezer contained years of dated skin samples and blood vials. She had journals detailing her contamination schedule and files of forged medical documents. Full story on channel, link below.